So?
On your marks.
J like the letter, I'm making several waves. I know the mission the same. I made a splash, now all of my passes last like running a race with Usain. I keep it coming like this a buffet.
I really wanted to have a good day. It's not every day you have a European Championship in your hometown. I missed the last chance 2 years ago because I was pregnant. And all I wanted was to have a good day. I didn't really care what the result's going to be as long as I have a good day. Because at the end of the day, if you know you did your best and that was just good enough to be fifth, that's okay. I woke up in the morning, I checked my Garmin preview of the day or whatever it's called, where it tells you how you slept and what's your HRV and everything. And at the end, it like says like you should take it easy or you will have a good day or something. And that day it says anything is possible. And I kept repeating that to myself during the race. If someone told me before the season that I will be disappointed with the second place, I wouldn't believe it. I don't think I could have even dreamed about being second. I mean, I woke up with a flared up Achilles 1 week before the race. I didn't run the whole week. I didn't check the running course, not fully. I have walked through it with Solon on Thursday, I think. I didn't even do a warm-up. I didn't run before the race. So, given that circumstances, I think that was a really good outcome.
It was a bit of a surprise. The time you had out of the water, it was not as big as expected.
Yeah, but I think for the first time of the season, or maybe my entire XTERRA career, I went into the race with a strategy. And I said it in an interview before the race. I'm not gonna push as hard on the swim as I usually do. And I will try to save some of the energy because the first climb is really long, and I think overall the first half of the course is really hard and it's really physical, while the second part is a bit more technical and it's not as hard. So I knew if I'm not gonna push as hard during the swim, I can really hit the first climb. And I didn't think I will stick to it. Like, I always try to tell myself, like, I'm gonna do this and that, and then, you know, the start goes and you just forget all of that. But I didn't feel great in the water, and I saw I'm not gaining as much. So in the last lap, I was like, okay, I'm actually not pushing that hard, so let's just stick to this pace and see what it's going to be like. And I think it was really smart, actually. I think it was a very smart choice because I got out of the water with a couple of men and I started to bike with, I think, there were 4 guys around me, and I passed them all in the first uphill. And I was looking a bit at my watts and they were really good. And then half through the bike course, there was first Doug called me and he was filming me and was telling me the gap, and then you were there and again told me like the gap is getting bigger on the bike, which I think never happened before. And it was quite a boost of confidence, but at the same time I was telling myself, okay, it doesn't mean anything, you know, like I can still bonk, I can still get caught during the second half. Like, I really did not think much about it. But then in the last climb to Libyen, Doug was filming me again and told me like, hey, you have like 3 minutes now. And I think I allowed myself to smile at that moment. And I started to believe this could be the day. I have imagined that moment so many times, and I thought I would be, I thought I would be very emotional, but at that moment I was just so relieved. I was like, I really, really wanted that day to be a good day, and once I finished the line, I was just so relieved that like I made it. And it took me a while to like realize I was second. and that's a good thing. Because there was this still like tiny bit of a disappointment that I didn't win. I have led 90% of the race until 6th kilometer of the run. Everyone is
now focusing on Molveno, but before that you had something else.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating, isn't it? Like I received the date of my PhD defense, I think beginning of July, and I was happy enough that it doesn't interfere with the European Championship in Prachatice, and I can race Molveno. So good enough, but obviously not optimal. I couldn't train much. I just didn't have the mental capacity to push hard. I tried the week of the defense. I tried to go to pool several times. I tried to do some running intervals, but when you are using so much mental capacity on something else, there's just so little left to do proper training. So I just did whatever I felt like, and yeah, it hasn't been much. But I knew that once it's finished, I'm gonna have a clear mind and I will be able to focus on Molveno. I did not have such a peace of mind going into race this season yet. Like, my two goals was medal at the Winter Triathlon World Championship and Prachatice. And anything beyond that was extra. Like, I did not expect to have a medal at the World Cup, 2 medals at World Cups, plus European Championship. I don't think I even expected to race in Molveno, to be honest, because I have missed so many World Championships in my career. Ever since I was 15, I have qualified almost every year to World Championship, and I have not raced a single one in Olympic distance triathlon or sprint triathlon in juniors, and I haven't raced XTERRA World Championship yet. So honestly, for me, it's just such a big achievement to go. So I'm just gonna really enjoy it. Like, I know that it sounds like a cliche, and a lot of people hate when athletes say like, I'm going to enjoy a race, but I truly believe that, you know, unless you have a really bad day and you feel bad physically, you can't enjoy a race, especially if it's going well. The pain, you can tolerate the pain so much easier, and then it is enjoyable. There's still 3 weeks left, so I'm usually responding really well to intense training, and I don't need so much to progress. So I know that 3 weeks is just good enough to get back in a shape and hopefully be competitive in Molveno. You forgot to welcome to my YouTube channel.